Hello everyone and welcome back to Motivation Monday. Today we're going to have an in-depth talk through all things such as confidence, how to get back into the gym, how you can manage your expectations and setting realistic and targetable goals. In my opinion, one of the most important things that gets often overlooked is headspace. If you go into a workout in a negative mindset, your odds are you're not going to feel any better by the end of it. And today I'm going to talk you through a growth mindset, how we can adapt and overcome the challenges we're facing in quarantine, the uncertainty surrounding gym openings, and the uncertainty of when we do go back, how strong will we be, how much will we have lost. As ever, especially in quarantine, knowing when to push and knowing when to withdraw is a very, very fine line. Finding that motivation to get up and go, but also listening to your body and listening to your mind.
So first we must start with what is a growth mindset. Now, simply said, a growth mindset means you embrace challenges and you persist through obstacles, such as the gym closures. How do you overcome this adversity? Now, this can be done by focusing and recentering on new goals and not letting this challenge define you and seeing it as an ultimate path to mastery.
Such as this, most of us have never dealt with a situation where we're so out of control and our day-to-day routine has been completely flipped upside down. Many use the gym as a coping mechanism, and when this has been stripped away, this can feel very upset, you can feel very lonely. So the aim today is to address those feelings, but also overcome them and set your goals for the future. Now is the perfect opportunity to support a small business, whether that's a recently trained yoga teacher or if that's tuning into a live workout. Now's the time to utilise everything we have in terms of technology, utilising your Fitbit, utilising your phone. There's so many resources out there. We have to recenter our goals. Now, this can sound very easy on paper, but it's a lot more difficult in application, and I appreciate that. So we're going to break it down into a few simple steps that seem manageable. One of the main reasons for amotivation and demotivation is the lack of vision in a goal. I want to be able to do 100 push-ups. That's not achievable because you've not given a time frame, you've not made it measurable. How are you going to measure that success rate? You can't. Whilst instead, week 1 of quarantine, I want to be able to do 1 full push-up. By week 3, I want to be able to do 10. It's measurable. You've gone from A to B to C. A SMART goal, as we would call it, is specific, it's measurable, achievable, realistic, and it's time-bound. Upon the return to the gyms, the first thing to remember is to take it slow. Remember your expectations and put them in line with reality. Psychological readiness can be assessed by 3 main factors. The first is the comparison to your previous performances. It's very easy to remember the highs of the sport, and in your lows that can seem much more aggressive.
The 3 factors to consider are the confidence in returning to the sport, the previous expectations and performances, and the realistic expectations.
The second is your confidence returning to the sport. No doubt your confidence is going to have taken a hit. You've gone from lifting 2, 3, 4, however many times a week to nothing. It's been completely out of your control. You've not been allowed to make that decision yourself. It's been forced upon you due to gym closures. Now, this can really have a negative effect on your confidence. So, in order to bring your confidence back up, focus on what you can do, what you can control. And at the minute, you can control your day-to-day routine, how often you go for a walk, how many times you go for a run. You can recover that confidence through reinstilling a new routine to help you cope with quarantine. Programs for you. As a good coach will recognise you can't have 8 weeks off and go straight back into where you were previously. Now, another method is a check-in. Check in with yourself regularly. This is very useful if you keep a diary, if you keep a log. I recommend a return to exercise questionnaire, even if it's an injury-based questionnaire. This will ask questions such as, are you 100% ready to commit back to training? Are you scared to return back to training? And this will help you address those negative feelings which may be holding you back at the moment.
This is an example of a return to exercise questionnaire. As you can see, the fundamentals are very similar. If you've had an injury, you've taken involuntary time away from the sport, as we have in quarantine, it's out of your control and you've got to deal with what you've been given. So the questions will be very centred around similar feelings and similar situations.
Another key method is to bring it all back to basics. Why do you enjoy this so much? Is it because you push yourself? Is it because of the people you're surrounded with? Find that reason and help facilitate your training. If you're missing your teammates, do a Zoom session online, even if it's max out squats in a minute. If it's that social companionship you're missing, facilitate that with the online resources that we have. I hope this has been really helpful. If there's any questions, additional sources will be in the description bar down below. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next Monday.